What is up, guys? This is the Mateo Fisher Show here. Wow, it feels very strange to say the Mateo Fisher Show because I've been saying Mateo's 2020 politics for the last 2 years or something like that. So, yeah, guys, we are back at it again with a new YouTube video. This time, discussing something I'm just gonna pull up the tweet. All right, let me just show you guys this. All right, so at Kamala Harris tweets out, "There is no one better prepared than Joe Biden to steer our nation through these times and restore truth, honor, and decency to the Oval Office." Really? Really? All right. I don't know where to start. Okay. So, whoa. Have you forgotten about Bernie Sanders? I mean, Joe Biden is literally against giving Americans Medicare for all during a public health crisis. Already that disqualifies him. But, to the people out there who I understand your point of view. I disagree with it, but I understand it. To people out there who say, "Oh well, anybody but Trump. Like I hate Trump. F him. Joe Biden. I would rather him in office. We need some level of change." Okay, just listen to Joe Biden himself. All right, because Joe Biden himself said that under his presidency, nothing will fundamentally change. Those aren't my words. Those are his words. I go back to any article from mid 2019, and yeah, it was a brief scandal. Of course, the mainstream media didn't cover it enough. But yeah, he basically met with a bunch of rich people at a rally or at a meeting and said, "Don't worry, guys. Shh. You can keep donating money to me. Keep donating your money. Nothing will fundamentally change." Yeah. And it's even worse considering the fact that when he's at a rally, he tries to act all progressive. But then when he goes to meet with a bunch of rich people, that's when he shows his true colors. Okay, so I tweeted back, number one, Joe Biden's got cognitive decline. Yeah, I'm sure you forgot about that, and he's been showing that since 2019. This is what the media does. The media attacks Trump constantly, makes him the focus of everything, so the voters ignore Joe Biden and just think, "Oh, Trump bad, elect Biden." That's what happened, right? Um, Number two, he has multiple sexual misconduct allegations. Yeah, I'm sure you guys forgot about that too, because the media doesn't cover it at all. So we had the Tara Reid scandal, where Joe Biden practically sexually assaulted someone in Congress back in the 90s. And then back when he first ran for president, he had like eight accusations of inappropriate kissing or touching and stuff like that. And so he's no better than Trump. He's just as sexist as Trump. It shows that he has a complete disregard for the rights of women. Anyone who does that has a complete disregard for the rights of women. All right, number three, incarcerated 100,000 African Americans with the crime bill. This is the best guy to lead us on racial justice. This is who they chose to lead our country, guys. The guy who incarcerated over 100,000 people with the crime bill. And not he didn't support it, he wrote the crime bill. He straight up wrote it. All right, number four, was an ally of segregationists and voted to keep school buses segregated. And number five, was opposed to Social Security for until 2018. All right, guys. So look, if anything, Joe Biden's record proves otherwise. It proves that he is not the best person to lead our country, and that he does not have the empathy to lead our country. I mean, we see that on racial issues, everyone acts like he's some racial justice warrior just because he was Barack Obama's VP. No, this guy was an ally with people like Strom Thurmond, like massive, massive racists back in the 70s. And in the 90s, he was still racist. I mean, he voted to incarcerate many African Americans. Now, you could say, Mateo, maybe he was just, trying to, appeal to like the segregationists, and, maybe he was just doing this to like, have appeal to people in D.C. Okay, that's even worse. Because that shows he's willing to play politics behind our back. He's willing to do anything for personal gain, whether it means fighting for black people's lives or fighting against them by trying to incarcerate them. Either way, it's bad. Do not believe this BS, okay? Whenever anyone says, "Oh, Joe Biden's going to lead us with empathy. He's going to heal all of our issues. He's going to bring us back to the Obama years." All right, it's not like Donald Trump created all of our problems. Like things like income inequality and stuff like racism have been around long before Donald Trump. They're what got him elected, but they've been around way before he was in office. Okay, do you know who really would have been a qualified person to lead the presidency? Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. He's someone that represents your average American in every way, shape, or form. And when you look at the polls and what they have to say, They consistently show Medicare for All having high approval ratings. I mean, it even at one point had a 72% approval rating, and that's according to Fox News, by the way. That's not just like some progressive news outlet. And then tuition-free public college, an approval rating of 70%. Green New Deal, 63%. Now, I know, shocker. And of course, you wouldn't believe this judging by what the politicians have to say, because they're always calling us far left, when in reality, we just represent your mainstream American. And again, these aren't just outliers. Like, these are polls from every single source consistently showing these progressive policies being popular. And that's why Bernie Sanders has an approval rating of 63%, because he represents your average American. He represents most Americans in their political views. With someone like Joe Biden, his approval rating is just as low as Donald Trump's. It's 44%. His approval rating is just as low as Donald Trump's, which, by the way, was lower than all the past presidents or something like that. Why? Because he represents this random slither of Americans who are just center-right or centrist. No, someone like Bernie Sanders actually represents the left half of the United States, and even the middle section of the United States. So we could have gotten someone like this. I hope to death that some progressive wins in 2024, and that Nina Turner wins her congressional seat in whenever the primary is, because that would be great. I mean, she's a staunch progressive. But yeah, nevertheless, Joe Biden is not the best person that could have gone to office. I mean, he is one of the worst picks we could have chosen in every way, shape, or form. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I will see you all later. Nothing will fundamentally change. Lesser of the two evils, guys. Do you see how far that's gotten us? Alright, we're never gonna get anything done. We're never gonna get progressive. We're never gonna bring about progressive reform if we keep following the lesser of the two evils tactic, because it just doesn't work, because we just end up with terrible people as president. Well, without further ado, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comments. See you later, and bye.